Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Connecticut's offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good at
turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
To the air. It's Fagnano. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Bell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, UConn. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Buffalo's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass. It's Roberson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. Touchdown, Buffalo! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll run it from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Creates a little room. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
To throw, it's Roberson. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Finds his man. It's Snow. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Snow. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Bulls are marching down the field. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The short hands, it's King. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Fagnano. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fella, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like your security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Fagnano. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Hansen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Snow. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. On the run, it's Henderson. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Snow. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Got a man, it's Bell. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hansen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. He's at touchdown, Buffalo. A great catch and run for 6.
And how nice is it to make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
He's tackled on the play at the 23. Third down coming.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Dropping back, it's Fagnano. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Parker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Complete via the screen. He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. It's 3rd down.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Snow. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Good enough for a first down.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air, it's Roberson. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Grab behind the line. It's Snow. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On the ground, it's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bell. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Roberson. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pick up on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Works the middle. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Going to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Murphy. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. UConn going back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bell. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Back to throw. It's Fagnano. Got his man quickly. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Quickly to the tight end. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Snow. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
At the 31. Offense facing 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field.
On the field goal.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Fagnano. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No gain on the play.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. It's a draw. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pulls it in. It's Bell. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back to pass, it's Fagnano. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, UConn! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, it's just a matter of time. When you've got playmakers in the perimeter like these guys have, you know the shot's coming. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they took that chance, gave him an opportunity in the end zone to make the catch, and because of it, they've now got the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score UConn 35.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Shelton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Going over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Roberson. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Henderson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Bulls line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Hansen. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. They're setting up the screen. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UConn. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Number 0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Sweet cut there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
A little screen to the running back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. To throw, it's Roberson. Makes the grab. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
That keeps the score. UConn 42, Buffalo.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UConn offense goes back to work. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
This UConn offense really has it going. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Fagnano. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Gain of 21.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Murphy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it. Headed to the end zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
That makes the score UConn 49, Buffalo 37.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Shelton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morrow. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's Roberson. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Release to the back. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Bulls are on the move. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Roberson. Snagged in the middle, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, 1st down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.